I love this. It's wild. It's not wild. It's not tamed. It's tamed. It's not tamed. I keep going back and forth on it. I love this. I can have 50 of these. Actually, I probably do. All right, it has dried completely because it's the next morning. So let's see here. We can attach this a little bit better. Truthfully, I probably need to do this with matte medium, but maybe just go over it with matte medium. There's places sticking up here. I love this one. And that was so simple. I just had the paper and added a little tape. And that's all it needed. Well, our little dog survived. They did not do his face at all. So he has chicken legs, as we call them, where they took the hair down to the skin practically. He came home like at 4, very loopy, which we know is going to happen. Very loopy. And he kept looking at us like, what did you do? What did you do to me? I went in that building and then I come out like this. Oh, this needs a little glue too. Some of this stuff doesn't like to stick to certain parts. And some of it doesn't like to stick on top of acrylic paint. Oh, I haven't looked at this in a while. Oh, yeah. That was the paper. Second time around. 2 triangles make a diamond. Ooh, Ring of Fire. Saturday. Purple Rain. Time after time. I love this because that grid was already there. I just ripped paper to fit in the grid, and then this paper matched this watch. That was there underneath. And like this to me repeated itself, so it was like time after time, a repeat. Ooh, I still like that. I think that was all together. No, it's 2 different pieces of paper. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I repeated that black circle over here, sort of. This is You Light Up My Life, because that's a wild lamp. Time of the Season. The zombies. That's just freaky. Like a zombie would be. Woo! Blinded by the Light. Yeah, that one kind of blinds you. Hazy Shade of Winter. Oh, this is the, I did that one at the beach. With the stamp that I made. But it looks like green Stonehenge. Oh, that's Cher. If I could turn back time. Oh. Time in a Bottle, because this looks like a glass bottle, even though it's just a glass shade on the lamp. Oh, I'm sewing this. I did something on these little pieces of my wall hanging that I'm making out of fabric now to represent this part right here. But I don't like what I did, so I'm going to take that out. But I've got this all stitched. The background is all stitched, which is all black. And I'm going to do these lines. I'm done with this green bar. I'm 3/4 of the way done with this green bar. Then I've got a gray bar, and I'm going to put the line in there with thread. And then I'm going to go back in with something on top of these things that look like Cheez-Its on my fabric. But I really like that. Time Warp, Rocky Horror. What is this one called? Baby Light My Fire by The Doors. I've had the time of my life. The night the lights went out in Georgia. I like this one because these are Georgia maps. Well, that's Quebec. Nope, these are Canada. Why did I use Georgia? I think because I was at the beach. Closer to, I don't know. I think I'm going to do, if I hadn't already done it, I'm checking. This is Midnight at the Oasis. I love that. This was two, Tiny Bubbles and Yesterday by the Beatles. Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? That's just because. And this is After Midnight. Okay, I'm going to do this one then. Wait a minute. Oh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Ah. Time keeps on slipping because we're in the future. I only have a few more left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I may not do anything because I've been putting all my notes on here. All right, time keeps on slipping. Okay. There's a lot of blue, and I love these blue columns of this building. This is a jeweler's ad. Excuse me, a gemologist. Fletcher, North Carolina, outside of Asheville. Blue. I wonder if I can do something. And I love the dome shape of the window, the curve of the window, and the blue. And this is a scout guide from Asheville that I had, a couple of them. And they're basically high-end advertising books for different businesses. Ooh, what's this right here? Exactly the right color blue. We had a massive storm come through last night, which did not help Gunner's situation. They didn't do his head at all. I don't know why. But his legs are done for quite a while. Because they took it down to the skin on his legs pretty close. But he came home extremely loopy. They had just brought him back, I guess, out of anesthesia. Ooh, that's a good one. And he was looking at us like, what did y'all do to me? What did you do to me? Some of these are my Yosemite paintings I was practicing with. All right, I think that's too ocean blue. That's too Caribbean-ish. All right, let's see here if I can come up with something. But he definitely, they said give him very little water and very little food because he's just going to throw it up. So this morning he's hungry and he's kind of back to his normal self, but he keeps looking at us like, what happened yesterday? And then this nasty storm came through. I mean, it was thunder and lightning popping everywhere. Some wind. It was what? Okay. I'm going to turn this into a... I don't know. I do think I have some more clocks and things, but they have escaped my desk at the moment. And that's okay. I think, though, I want these domes, these curves to show. Okay, that one needs a rip on the edge. So the poor little dog. And we are coming to the conclusion rapidly. And I've said this for, 2 years now, but my husband, you have to trick your husband sometimes into thinking their ideas are original. And they're not, because you've been saying them for 2 years. We're going to have to learn how to groom him, because he is just too problematic. And we cannot keep I don't want to keep putting him to sleep. I just don't think it's right. Besides the fact that, yesterday he got some shots updated also. But it was $600. Every 6 weeks? I don't think so. I don't spend $100 on my hair. The two of us combined don't spend $100 on our hair. And he's $600? No, that's silliness. But I don't know how we're going to do it. Okay. Okay, so I'm having to cover up these people right here, which covers up a little bit of that blue post. But I'm thinking this shape sort of looks like a U. 2 U's here. These are thick. That's not thick. These are not thick. Okay, I'm going to tape some and glue some. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday. We all were on the move yesterday. My bone scan that I did before we went to the beach turned out to be a slight waste of time and money and science. It was better than the one I had 3 or 4 years ago, which to me shouldn't happen, because your bones are either bad or they're good. I really want these holes. So they either did the scan incorrectly last time, which I don't think, or my bones are improving, the calcium or whatever in them. He said, well, you're I'm not even sure why he's making me do this. Probably the age thing. I don't know. My grandmother did have her spine eventually kind of disintegrated. And her rib cage was on her pelvic bones by the time she passed away, which, so it's in my genes on my dad's side. But mine is nowhere close to doing that, they said. She was already having issues at this age. But I just remember her as always being old. She was always old. Something was always wrong with her. I think she was an old lady way before her time. But I don't know. He's like, why are you here? I'm like, you tell me, you made me come. And then, of course, you know, why didn't we do your thyroid? I tried. Your receptionist was horrible about that. Another day for that story. But he's like, well, you need to come back next month for your thyroid. So I'm like, yeah, let's just pay you another office visit. Okay. Okay, so there's one you. Some of you has very special events coming up. I hope all of that goes well. We might be getting close to our current government imploding in areas, which hopefully once that starts, it'll continue. And I don't know how you replace an entire regime except by coup. But something needs to happen. At least some of the danger people are it seems like they're leaving. Just because your company loses 71% in the first quarter, you know, whatever. Okay. Now I'm going to rip the bottoms off here. And then kind of just see where we're at and what we have. For our time keeps on slipping into the future. Okay. I think I'm going to write it on here before I get too carried away. I don't know who sang that song. I have to look it up. We'll write it down. Probably shouldn't glue this on yet, though. Actually, because I'm not sure what I want to do. Okay, let me get some of this off my desk. Spaghetti noodles. And I think I wanted to do Dina Wakley's stuff and kind of focus in on tiny spots and then make those big. The inspiration from those tiny spots. But I think I'm going to backtrack on that and work on this and finish it. That's white. That's white. I don't like that. Okay. Got a little bit better working surface here. Oh, I wonder if there's anything in Amy's new book that's blue. Let's just see. Oh, I like that. Maybe I should do that. Oh. Ooh. It almost looks green, though, with all this other shades of... Ooh, that's good. Okay. Paper plate 2. Maybe I add something that goes around here and connects the... Oh, yes. I like that idea. Because that then makes oblong shades. I really don't want them perfect. My friend that was out here, she texted me. She goes, well, everything's back to normal. The kids are complaining about school. I have to go to work. My work is way behind. One of her dogs. She has a dog that has 3 legs. They found it on the side of the road. It had been hit by a car. And she's one of these that takes in all strays. And it's getting old. And it's got the other paw, but it's all curled up underneath it. And it's got like toes that are hanging off and everything. It is a Doberman. But it's got something else in it because it doesn't look like a complete Doberman. But her house insurance is higher because she has a Doberman. She goes, the Doberman is geriatric and only has 3 legs. And is sweet, very sweet. She had another dog that was a variation of she called it an English Terrier or something, but it was plain outright pit bull, which her aunt was mauled by a pit bull from her neighbor. And she had pit bulls, the aunt did. And the aunt lost half of her head, literally, at like 80 something. I'm like, I wouldn't have a pit bull. If you all have pit bulls and you like them, that's great. I was raised with a German Shepherd, and we never had problems with the German Shepherd. And people say German Shepherds are vicious, but I didn't have problems with it. So I think it's an environment thing too. This dog was raised terribly, the one that mauled this woman, in a vicious situation. But it had always been nice to her and knew her for years and years. Okay, so now these things are kind of like ovals, exaggerated ovals. But this is not working for me. So, where's the lid of this? Here it is. Ooh, I wonder if I have washi tape. Pretty sure I have some blue washi tape. Oh, I have blue scissors. This is green, but on here it might look blue. I really don't want these straight edges. Not really working for me. Somewhere I have all these dots. I found the green ones, but I can't find the blue ones. Found the pink ones. There's the green ones. Ooh, I think it's like May 17th. Coming on Netflix. I don't know how I got this, but it came to me on my phone this morning. There's a documentary. It's only like 30 minutes. I can't find the blue dots. Of a maximum security prison in Missouri that some of the inmates that are there for life make quilts for foster children. I cannot, and what they're getting, the rewards they're getting out of it mentally and all of that. I can't wait. Okay, here's like Van Gogh-ish paper. I haven't done something like this with washi tape for a while. Some of it might be a little too green. I don't know. I don't like it at all. As I keep going and doing more. I don't know what color. I think that's too green. This shape was on something recently in the last few months. And I think I did it in the Basquiat book. It's kind of like a washer and some wire. I don't know. I think it actually came from him. But I kind of like it. Is this going to be too lavenderish? Maybe not. There's a bird out there having the time of his life somewhere after midnight. I need to do a little something here because that guy's name is right there. So is hers. This is more of a, woo, that's blue. I like that a little better. I don't think I want to, well, the black might work because there's black in these windows. I lost the arch shape on these windows. I wonder if I should bring it back. Does this need a little yellow? No, because it's somewhere after midnight. It could be a yellow moon. go wrong quickly. But then it's something you have to react to. Oh. I don't hate that. Something like it's not quite as linear now. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm not sure I like it, but I don't hate it. Maybe it needs a little bit of this. Huh. Jury's still out a little bit here. Okay, here's some more lines. No, I don't like that. I don't think dirty water's going to do the trick. No. Huh. This one is stretch circles, kind of like the oval shape. This homemade stamp. It really doesn't show up. Gets a little lost. It needs something. I don't know what it needs. More white. Somewhere after midnight is where the, oh no, we're doing Time Keeps on Slipping. I like the addition of the white, actually. I think I'm just going to leave it. This is the time slipping into the future. I'm going to leave it. I might come back and add something to it tomorrow. I don't know. Because I have to add whoever sang that song. And what year. I don't think I have it in my little table of contents thing. This was interesting. I usually am very decisive. I either like it or I don't like it. Pretty darn quick. But I can't decide on this one. Where's my little black the below? There it is. I don't know what's missing here. Do y'all have suggestions? Something's missing. I think I'm just going to leave it. There's elements I like and elements I don't like. I love the oval O's. There's a player on the 49ers that had his jersey number was a 0. Can't remember who it was now. But I don't hate it. There's just something that's not hitting me right. It needs a couple more things, but I don't know what it needs. But we're going to let it rest. We're going to let it rest. That's what Gainer Paddle says. Let it rest. Thinking if I keep staring at it, something's going to come up and say, hey, lady, do this. But it's not happening. It's a mystery. We're going to let it rest. I think I'm having to convince myself. Let it rest. I need a paper clip. For some reason, this one keeps wanting to stick to itself. Okay. You just take a nap, okay? And we'll see what happens tomorrow. After midnight. No. After the future. After time slips, it needs to wait. Phew! That was a struggle. And it's good to struggle for me. If only I knew what to do. Is it the combination of these grids with the circles? The grids are the window panes? I don't know. Okay, stop looking at it. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye. Did you have a hard time yesterday? You have no fur left on your feet, but your face is a mess. And then the storm came in. It got thunder and lightning. Hello? Hello? Gunner. What you doing, little man? You're so pretty. You had a rough day, didn't you?